Indeed, sir. I request you to stay on with us as we're tracking further developments from New York. A series of shocking microphone failures rocked the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly during a high-stakes debate on Palestine, silencing world leaders at critical moments while also sparking a lot of speculation over sabotage. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney's mic cut out immediately after he declared Canada's recognition of Palestine. Turkey's President Erdogan's audio also vanished mid-criticism of Israel, and Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto was silenced while pledging peacekeepers for Gaza. United Nations officials, meanwhile, insist that the glitches were technical and not a sabotage, but social media is abuzz with conspiracy theories. Take a look into some of the instances.
We are ready to take our part in this journey towards peace. We are willing to provide peacekeeping forces.
Apologies. I cannot hear the president. I lost his voice. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. This is the interpreter speaking. I cannot hear the president. His voice is gone.
All right, there, of course, you've seen instances of the microphones of the Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto and Turkey's President Erdogan vanishing. In fact, one of the interpreters also pointed out that she was unable to get access to the audio feed of Erdogan over there. Still with us on the broadcast is Mr. Peter Baum. Interesting, because social media is now abuzz. People are speculating sabotage, they're crying conspiracy. But this is not the only set of technical glitches we have witnessed. We've also seen the escalator stop functioning as soon as Donald Trump stepped foot on it. His teleprompter also did not work. What do you think is behind all of this? Are these genuine technical glitches?
Well, it could be something and it could be nothing. I'd be surprised if the Israelis sabotaged it, simply because if we take, for example, the speech of the Indonesian Prime Minister, he was remarkably conciliatory towards the Jewish state of Israel and suggested that he would recognize Israel under certain conditions. So it would be highly unlikely if the Israelis sabotaged him. And as you quite rightly say, there was speculation on social media when the escalator failed, when Donald Trump and his wife went up there a couple of days ago. So I wouldn't be too focused on social media. If anyone who has studied the United Nations speeches as I have will absolutely recognize that at various times, more often than not, there are glitches within the technical abilities of the UN. It's an old building. The people working there are not particularly competent. Security is quite lax, as we've seen going there. And of course, anything like this would get the world of social media abuzz. Now, it's potentially possible that this happened, but it serves no one's purpose. It doesn't do anyone any good. It doesn't serve the Israelis any good. It doesn't serve the anti-Israeli lobby any good. So anyone who did it was probably doing it like, what should we say, some of these people that go into cyber attacks on various companies. I wouldn't pay too much attention to this, unless, of course, in the next 48 hours, we find out that someone, a group or an individual or a country was certainly behind this. But for the most part, anyone who has followed people speaking at the UN will know from time to time that these glitches happen, as has happened in your own technical room just at the moment, where you couldn't get the Indonesian Prime Minister. This is one of the features, unfortunately, of modern technology and modern society. And on this particular aspect, I'm paying little attention to the social media players.
All right, so stay on with us as we continue to, in fact, track further